Elite Facts presents
10 crazy ways people quit their jobs.
10.
Liz Wall was a longtime anchor on Russian television. She had always just gone about her job and didn't seem to be the rebellious or adventurous type. Then one day she was doing a broadcast, and towards the end of it she dropped a bombshell. As if reading from a script, she said, "I cannot be part of a network funded by the Russian government that whitewashes the actions of Putin." And it was all broadcast live. Needless to say, she was fired before she could quit.
9.
Joey DeFranco worked a job he didn't care for at a hotel in Rhode Island for more than 3 years. He often thought about leaving. In his own workplace fantasy, he would march right up to his boss with a letter of resignation. Upon handing it over, a brass band would explode into boisterous song. Then DeFranco would march out of the hotel in triumph, waving to his admirers. He said his boss hated him, so he had to make his dream a reality. And he did. He gave in his resignation, and the band played him out the doors.
8.
On the tarmac at Kennedy International Airport, a JetBlue attendant named Steven Slater decided he had had enough. After a dispute with a passenger who stood to fetch luggage too soon, he got on the public address intercom and let loose a string of invective. He then grabbed himself a beer, cranked the emergency exit lever, and slid down the inflatable slide to freedom. Then he ran to the employee parking lot and drove off.
7.
It's quite normal for a president to address the nation in a speech when his term comes to an end, but Richard Nixon was sent out of the White House packing due to the Watergate scandal. His recorded speech was nice and lengthy, but his written note was something of a middle finger to the Secretary of State. He signed off in a single sentence the day he was being thrown out of the White House.
6.
Marina Shifrin was an employee who kind of pulled the wool over the world's eyes in her quirky little resignation video. On the surface, it looks like an epic way to walk out the door of the job you hated, and a way to stick it to the man in charge, her boss, who she hated. But in reality, she actually politely sent her boss's boss her resignation letter 4 weeks before posting the video. The only reason he kept it quiet was because the company's entire business model was based on getting YouTube videos to go viral. It's cool if you don't know the details. Marina Shifrin quit her job by making a video dancing at the office, claiming that her boss cares more about views than content. The video went viral.
5.
John Michael Turner quit the Marines after removing his medals. The member of the U.S. military had seen enough death and destruction while on tours of Iraq that it prompted him to deem his medals worthless because they represented the murders of his allies as well as innocent civilians, all in the pursuit of money masked as glory and righteousness. He went into graphic detail at a press conference, and it's harrowing to find out what these hardened men have to deal with.
4.
There are few moments in life as sweet as quitting a job you've come to loathe. But as resignation letters go, Chris Holm's farewell note was sweeter than most. Chris was an immigration officer working for the border force at Stansted, and he hated it. He had just become a father, and he realized he didn't want to waste his life away and be bitter after coming home to his new son. His expertly piped letter is a work of art, and we bet it tasted all the more delicious, too.
3.
Reporter for the KVTA News, Charlo Greene quit her job on live TV, outing herself as the owner of an Alaskan cannabis club. Having grown weary of reporting the news, Greene told viewers she would instead be putting all her energy into the fight to legalize marijuana in the state. Then came the jaw-dropping twist at the end of a segment she was presenting. She said, "Now everything you heard is why I, the actual owner of the Alaska Cannabis Club, will be dedicating all of my energy towards fighting for freedom and fairness, which begins with legalizing marijuana here in Alaska. And as for this job, well, fuck it, I quit."
2.
Gwen Dean quit her job in one of the most public ways imaginable, on a Super Bowl commercial for GoDaddy. She exited an 18-year career as a machine engineer to become a self-employed puppeteer, and told her boss, "Ciao, baby," with the help of a fuzzy blue bird puppet.
1.
A Chipotle location in State College was forced to temporarily close after workers walked off the job, announcing their departure with a provocative sign in the restaurant window. A former manager revealed that 4 managers had quit in the past 2 days, with one more employee submitting their resignation before the sign went up. The store lost out on a whole day's money, while the company was forced to nationally realize what had been said about their working conditions.
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more elite facts.